We're live. Ooh. We're live on two platforms. We're live on YouTube, and we are live on. Let's see if I can get this over here a little bit more. So I don't want to have to keep turning this way. Let's bring this right here. I don't want to have to keep looking this way because I got two different cameras set up. I got it one going out this way and one going out this way. All right. So let's get down to the nitty gritty today. So I went live a little earlier and I was showing you guys how to use ChatGPT agents, right? Because you can use ChatGPT agents within ChatGPT. Y'all didn't know that, right? Y'all thought that, when people look at ChatGPT, right? They look at ChatGPT like it's a Google. Like I'm just gonna go into ChatGPT and then use it exactly how I would use it in Google. But that's not what you do. You don't do that. You need to give it a task, right? If you're scrolling on TikTok, I want you guys to go ahead and follow me on YouTube. It's Block to Balance. You'll see me on there. I have so much content by itself just on YouTube. Well, on both platforms, really. So, for my YouTube people, they're going to be able to see of what I'm actually typing on here because I'm able to do a lot more on YouTube as far as like I can share my screen and stuff on YouTube versus TikTok. I can't do that. So that's why I say it's best for you guys to go ahead and follow me on YouTube. Okay. So let's do it. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen on YouTube. So we're going to talk about why people are using ChatGPT completely wrong. It's not Google. So you're not going to go on ChatGPT and treat it like it's Google. You're going to go on there and treat it like it's somebody that you just hired, right? So when you are hiring somebody, now, all right, so for my people, I can't just skip the game. I have to break it down to you in a way for people to be able to understand how because some people never ever hired an employee before. Some people out here, they never had people to work underneath them to even know of like how to hire somebody. So I have to break it down to you on that type of way, right? And here's a prime example of why and how you can use ChatGPT, right? If you don't understand of how to hire somebody, you can ask ChatGPT itself how to hire somebody. And I need you to break it down on a fifth grade understanding on how to hire somebody. And this is for my people that don't have employees. They just work their regular 9 to 5 and they don't know the systems behind it because that's all ChatGPT is. It's a big system and you can be the CEO of your system, right? So for my people on YouTube, we're going to break this down. We have to break this down lesson by lesson. So the question we're going to ask, ChatGPT, make me a CEO, and I need you to walk me through the process of a hiring stage. If I was the owner of a business, I need you to show me, and I'm brand new to this business, how to hire people. If I was going to hire a supervisor, if I was going to hire a regular employee worker. Just show me the whole system step by step. And I need you to break it down on the fifth grade understanding. So the reason why I say fifth grade understanding is because a lot of people, they understand things on a fifth grade understanding. Because if you start talking on college terms, nobody's going to be able to understand you in a way. I mean, you can understand them like for people that went to college, but like if you didn't go to college, like you need to break stuff down to on a fifth grade level for a lot of people. So let's do it. Right now it's loading on YouTube. I am showing them basically what I just typed in. Okay. It said absolutely. As a CEO, think of hiring and building a team for a game. You need the right players, the right coach, and clear rules. The simple hiring system. Step one, know what job you need. Before you hire anybody, you need to ask, what problem am I hiring this person to solve? Example, a regular employee may help with daily work. A supervisor helps manage workers, check quality, and report problems to you. Don't just hire because you are busy. Hire because there is a clear job that needs to be done. Do y'all understand that? If not, this video will be recorded and you guys can watch it as much as you want. Step two, it says, write the job role. A job role is just a clear description of what the person does for a regular employee. Job title, warehouse worker. Okay. Main job, help move, organize, package, or prepare products. Must be able to show up on time, follow instructions, work safely, and communicate clearly. For a supervisor, job title, shift supervisor. Main job is to lead workers, make sure work gets done, solve small problems, and report to the owner. Must be able to lead people, stay calm, train workers, enforce rules, and track performance. For everybody that's coming in, I'm also on YouTube Live. So basically, I'm breaking down the system of why you should be able to, how you can hire agents on ChatGPT for people that don't know how to hire people, for people that are regular 9-to-5 workers, on how to hire agents. So I have to go in here and break it down step by step on how to hire people. So that's the process that I'm going through right now. So I'm just going to keep saying that over and over again. I'm going to stop and repeat it again for all the new people that are coming in. Right now, I'm talking about the supervisor role. Basically, if you're going to hire a supervisor, right now you are a CEO of your ChatGPT. You are a CEO. So you need to give it instructions because you're not going to treat it like it's Google. You're going to treat it like you're hiring people, right? Okay. So once again, we're hiring a shift supervisor. And the main job for a supervisor is to lead the workers, make sure that the work gets done. You're going to solve problems and report to the owner, which is you. Must be able to lead people, stay calm, train workers, enforce the rules, and track performance. Now, when you get down to the nitty gritty of actually creating your agent for ChatGPT, you don't have to give it so much of a task of telling them to stay calm and training them and stuff like that. Well, you're going to train them regardless because you're going to have to give it the data of everything that you're doing. People think that ChatGPT is supposed to go in there, like you're just going to go in there and it's just going to do all the work for you. No, it's not. That's not what it's used for. It's not going to do all the work for you. You're going to have to do some work. You're going to have to be able to use the research that is going out there to get for you so you can be able to do the work. Okay? Okay. Decide the pay. So we're going to skip step three, because you're not paying. All this is ChatGPT is going to be for free for you unless you get into a plus. But at the end of the day, you don't have to worry about paying it. All this is for free. You don't got to worry about paying your employees. But if you want to pay, like let's say for instance, if you were to start a job or a business and you want to pay people, I can read this for you. It says decide to pay. How much you're going to pay, how much the business can afford, if they're going to be hourly or salary, or will there be bonuses? People love bonuses, of course. If it's going to be $15 or $20 per hour, or $20 to $30 per hour, depending on the responsibility. And this is just for a supervisor and what responsibilities would they have. Okay. Now we don't even have to do step 4 because it says post the job. Posting the job, you have to do that when it comes to when you're creating your business and you're using ChatGPT. And when you're doing this, that means, of course, if you're using ChatGPT and you're doing everything online, the main things that you're going to have to set up is going to be your Indeed. That's if you're trying to look for people that's going to hire you. Like you want to put in your whole resume saying, hey, I know how to do this, blah, blah, blah. I'm a freelancer. I can create templates. Whatever may be the case, any type of digital product, you can do that on Indeed. You want to definitely make sure that you create a LinkedIn. You want to make sure that you create a YouTube account. I always look at YouTube as YouTube is number one. YouTube has been around before all these other platforms became about. And this is the main reason, hate to get off the topic, of why I would stick using ChatGPT, because ChatGPT was the original before all this Gemini and this DeepSeek and all these other apps came about. If you haven't mastered one, why would you jump onto all these others? And I didn't understand that until later in this journey, right? So you need YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and Snapchat, whatever you want to post content on. I mean, whatever helps you out in that way. You want to make sure that you want to get yourself out there, because you got to remember, what I learned is that people are out here ready to meet you. You just have to make yourself available. You have to put yourself out there. Even if that's you having to run ads and spending $300, $400 to maybe get 50,000 people, reach 50,000 people, or I don't know, whatever may be the case. But you want to put yourself out there to where people can see who you are and you can be able to meet these people. Because obviously, if you don't do that, nobody's going to know who you are. I mean, and you can continue to grow your content and stuff organically, but of course, that takes time. It takes a little money to make a little money. Okay. So going over this and scrolling more down, I mean, okay. It's given a whole breakdown, and it has everything step by step. So when hiring your ChatGPT agents, only really step that you have to make sure that you indent into your agents is the roles of what job they're going to play. And you need to make sure, okay, so for one agent, you need to make sure that there's a content creator. You need to have another agent to be a researcher. You need to have another agent to be a supervisor over these people, over these agents, to make sure that they are a role. Like you're playing a role of a CEO when it comes to being over these agents. And that's what you're going to have to do whenever building your agents. Like you have to play a role. You're you're playing the game at the end of the day. All this is a game, but you're trying to advance within your game. And this. I'm giving y'all some game right now. Like this is all game. Like a lot of people don't even know this. That's the crazy thing. But I'm gonna give it to you. It goes more into depth. Like if you want to be able to set it up in a way to where you make sure everything is down to the T, because it has to run down to the T to make sure that it's not going back to the overall message of how to make me money. Because if you have everything set in place, you don't have to worry about it giving you a broad answer. It's automatically going to have everything. It's going to break everything down step by step by step. And that's the beautiful thing behind ChatGPT and creating agents. Because like I said, everybody's going into ChatGPT and they're using it like it's a Google, and it's not, man. This is actually a business. Like you're using it to create a business. I'm using it right now to create a business. And it works. It works. 1,000%, man. It works 1,000%. This is the future. And the ones that's going to be winning in the game is not going to be the ones that's taking shortcuts. It's going to be the ones that are using this tool to advance and build the skill every single day. People think that this is going to take over the world. Okay, if it takes over the world, at least you know what it's going to be using for it to take over the world versus you not knowing at all. I think that's just stupidity on people's part, that they don't want to learn and educate themselves on this manner, right? Because that's not what we're here for. We're going to learn. We're here to build, learn, and grow. And we're going to protect our peace. And we're going to do this one skill at a time. Like always. After a while, give us some time, guys. Like, I can see this platform really, really growing. This is the reason why I stick with it so much. Because there's so much just to learning and understanding this technology that a lot of people don't really use to advantage. If you think about it, I mean, there's a lot of people out here that's just consuming versus having people to consume what you're putting out, the product that you're putting out. And that's really hurting a lot of people in this generation. Like, just talking to the average person, like hearing them saying that they've been using YouTube, or they've been using these social medias for years and never produce not one piece of content is insane. Like that is just a slave mind mentality, and that's what they want. We're not going to go in deep into that, but you have to be able to be a producer. You have to be able to be the one to, and this is for all my people. This is for all my people, the people that want to learn and people that want to change their day-to-day routine. Like you have to be able to create. This is what God wanted you to do. God wanted you to be a creator. He wanted you to be able to create. Before God even said his name, he said of everything that he done. He started creating the waters. He started creating everything. And a lot of people just can't grasp just that point, even from the Bible. And there's so many apps out here that gives you an opportunity to be able to create and to be able to show other people of what you have. Some people have a gift of writing. Some people have a gift of memory. Some people have a gift of taking pictures. Some people have a gift of singing. Some people have a gift of like a lot of different things. Man, there's so many different gifts out here. But when you're on a journey like this, you had to have the gift of being able to talk to people and being able to break that bubble and getting out of the shy or being scared to be on camera mode and being able to talk to people. You're going to have to be able to break that. Remember, nobody's coming to save you. You're going to have to save yourself. There's no other way around it. It doesn't matter if you get on live and you're not talking to nobody but yourself. But the thing is that you indent that into who you are, into your personality. And what you indent into your personality, you're doing that to protect your future. Because everything that you do today is building a what and who you're going to be within the future. If you're going to build generational legacy or generational wealth or whatever you're doing, you don't want to be somebody that has a grave site. And I used to work in landscaping, and we used to have to cut the grave sites, and there are grave sites that are just buried with just grass. And I'm like, dang, like nobody, no family member ever came out here and just cut this and make sure that the name or that somebody know who this person was. It's nothing, man. Like before you leave this earth, like you need to be known for something. And I know everybody's not going to be able to do it, but for the ones that want to do it, this is for you. Like you have to make a name for yourself. If you don't stand for something, you're not going to stand for nothing. And I'd rather stand for something. I'd rather stand for everything. I mean, if God gave me life, like, cause I mean, I'm here. Nobody asked to be here, but we are here. As Horton Hears the Who, like we are here, we are here. Like they had to make. If anybody ever seen that cartoon, like they had to make. They were all on this one little speck, but they had to get so loud to let the people that were bigger than that speck know that they were here, they were alive. So you have to be the same way, like as you are today living. Let people know that you are alive. Let people know that you are going to accomplish great things. And this great shift right now, and this train of momentum that's going right now, is using ChatGPT, is using AI to be able to better yourself, to be able to accomplish great things. Because you don't even have to be online and be able to use this ChatGPT or use AI. Like you can literally use it for other things as well. Even if you're a small business owner, like there's so many different things you can use it for. And that's a blessing for us to be able to have the technology. Because just think about our mothers and grandparents. They didn't have this. They didn't have this. They didn't have none of this growing up. But we have this technology. We need to use this technology and use it for our advantage. Because if you're not using it, it's going to be used on you. Point blank, period. If you're not using this technology, it's going to be used on you. I hate to get all, riled up about it. But that's the honest truth. That is the complete honest truth. If you're not using it, it's going to be used on you. So, yeah, that was the title of this. And the title was to stop using it wrong. Stop using it how you would use it for Google. Next week, we'll be deep diving more into how to create your agents and how to create the systems within ChatGPT. That's what the title will be for next week. And I'll be making videos on next week about how to use ChatGPT to create systems. You like that? That's some game right there for y'all. So y'all need to stay tuned to it, man. Like I'm telling y'all, that right there is gonna change your life. The prompts that I've been giving y'all all week, that right there, if you really paid attention, that right there is gonna change your life for real. It's going to. Because remember, the better the prompt, the better the results. There ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. The better the prompt, the better the results. I'm liking this. You gotta be great, man. There's so many people out here that's not even trying, and they're not going to try. They're not going to show up. To be a winner, you have to show up, and you have to be consistent at it. Because there's a lot of people out here that's so distracted by the distractions. They're so distracted by the distractions, and they're not going to get anywhere. And there's always going to be people like that. So you have to understand that that's just going to be the norm. But I'm out here for the people that are looking for me. I'm on here for the people that are looking for me. And when these people come find me, we will build together. We will grow together. And that's the mission. Indeed it is. Because here at Block the Balance, we build systems, we create income, and we protect our peace. And we do this one skill at a time. Going back and forth, YouTube, TikTok, YouTube, TikTok. Okay. So, yeah. Any Q&As, any questions anybody want to ask me about AI, ChatGPT? Like, what are you struggling with? What do you need help with? Like, or if you just want to just conversate, like, what's up? Like, just talk. I mean, I know a lot of people, like, we're all human at the end of the day. And I know a lot of people might have stuff on their plate that they just want to let off their chest. They want to feel like typing it out. But just say whatever you want to say. Like, say what you need to say. Because it's always good to have, like, a accountability partner. And that's not just for getting things done, but also to relieve whatever you may be going through day by day. Because every day is not going to be perfect, but you can make the best out of your day by having a partner to release some of that stress and tension on, you know? If you want to be the best, you got to be the best. What are you willing to sacrifice? Yeah. Okay. AI tools and growth. Ask about their AI journey. Anybody using ChatGPT today? Anybody use ChatGPT? Anybody use AI? That should be the real question. Do anybody actually use AI? Or anybody using it for anything? I mean, people use it when there's a trend that's going around. I mean, I've been seeing people create like little cartoon characters and stuff of themselves, but are people using it to actually make money? That's the real question. Like, are people so like just in their ways that they don't want to do anything to advance in life? You know what the crazy thing is? What's really crazy anybody been watching the news, they ought to know what we're going to be investing in for the next 4 or 5 years, man. That's the real crazy thing. They are investing. The governments are investing into AI trillions of dollars into data centers, trillions of dollars into all this. But nobody's going to talk about it. That's why I'm telling you, this is something that you need to be a part of, definitely in this time. In this time, you need to be a part of something like this. So your grandkids or future kids can say, what were you doing around the greatest shift of AI when AI was just beginning to be developed? What were you doing, Grandpa? What were you doing, Grandma? Well, I wasn't doing anything. I wasn't doing anything. What were you doing in the greatest shift of AI? When AI was becoming to be a thing, what were you doing, Grandpa? Well, I wasn't doing anything. I was just working my 9 to 5 job. I got so distracted. My boss had to clock in to work, and I had a lot of people talking stuff about me, and I loved the music that they were playing around that time. We were dancing, we were partying, we were drinking. It almost sounds like Noah Ark. Because y'all, if you read the Bible or if you read the Bible stories, I mean, in the book of Noah's Ark, that's exactly what they were doing. They were partying, drinking, having fun. He kept saying there was a flood that was coming. There was a flood that was coming. Nobody paid attention. Everybody was just doing what they were doing. They were so distracted by everything. So this is almost the same story. I mean, history repeats itself. And a lot of people are going to lose, like, or be stuck. I'm not going to say lose lives, but really just be stuck. Like, bloodlines is just going to be stuck for generations and generations and generations until one person comes along and they say, well, not I. I will be the one that's going to fight. Here's my sword and here's my shield. Put that shield on your chest and hold that sword up high. And we're going to fight. But the real question is, what are you going to fight against? And generations down the line, what are you fighting against? I don't know. I won't be here. But these videos will be. I will still be here in the digital world, but these videos, I mean, the videos are going to be here, but me, I'm going to be long gone. So whatever y'all fighting against, just know that if you're watching this video many years or many generations down the line, y'all need to get it done. Whatever you're doing, just get it done. Get it done. Fight whatever you're fighting. Become the best at what you're doing and go hard at it. Don't give up neither. Don't ever give up. Let's be as strong as an ox and be strong as a sharp sword that can go through anything. Yeah. This is me in my garage right now. I'm in my garage phase. Like, you know how Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos, when they were starting their journey, like, I'm in my garage phase right now. Like, I'm making things work, and I'm putting the whole 80% into it, the whole 80%, and leaving the 20% behind me, behind the 80. So it has to be the 80% first and leaving the 20% behind. If y'all don't know the 80-20 rule, 80% is to get everything you need to get done within the 80% rule. When you're goals and all the stuff that you have to get done day by day, you need to operate off the 80-20% rule. 20% you leave it for the distractions. And that's when you want to go out with family, you want to watch Netflix, YouTube, or like just something that's not going to take up majority of your day. 80% of you doing everything that you need to do needs to be 80% of getting things done. Because that's only how you're going to be able to create success or do anything. You're going to have to do what everybody else don't want to do. If you want to be able to live the life of whatever dream you may have, the dreams that you may have, you got to do what other people don't want to do. And that's with anything. That's why these CEOs are the way they are. They know that there's going to be a working class. They know that there's going to be people that's going to be under them. And these people, of course, they're going to complain and fight their whole life about their situations, but they're not going to do anything to make a change. They're not going to do anything to make a change. But you can. You can make that change. It starts with you. You have to make that change. So, as of right now, I've been on here for about 40 minutes or so, a little close to 40 minutes. I've basically been explaining to people of why not, like, don't use ChatGPT as Google. Like, use it as like your CEO trying to create a business and a really big business. And you can do it in that way. You can literally do it in that way. You can literally use ChatGPT to create a big business. With the right strategy and the right agents you put in place, your whole life will change. It'll change regardless. For all my new people that's coming in, I'm on YouTube and TikTok. So I'm going back and forth. If you see me looking down, I'm on both places. But YouTube, they're able to see the screens and stuff that I pull up. TikTok, you're not going to be able to see it unless you follow me on YouTube. So, and on YouTube, I'm able to break down everything. I'm able to show you how to create agents. I'm able to show you how to create your business or whatever, or use the right type of prompts that you want. I mean, man, you're living in a time right now. You guys are living in a time right now, and it has the greatest opportunities for you. There's a lot of stuff for you that you can use to get ahead. Like, literally. We have a lot of stuff, man. Growing up, our grandparents and our mothers and dads and grandpas, they didn't have this type of technology. And I know a lot of people are scared and they fear of this technology, but it's not going anywhere. This stuff is not going anywhere. So it's either you learn it or don't learn it, use it, or it's going to be used on you. And you're not even going to know nothing. I would hate to be somebody in the blind, like in the dark. That's almost you trying to learn about credit and you never known anything about credit. So when you go buy this car and then this car get repoed, and then you try to go get another car and they're like, well, you have this repossession on here, and you're like, oh, I didn't know that this repossession was on here. Oh, I didn't know anything about credit. Oh, I didn't know that I can use credit to be able to buy a house. Like, if you don't know anything, like, you're gonna be like stuck. Like, you're gonna be so lost when it comes to it. But the whole moral of the story is that you have to learn about this technology. You can't let this technology beat you. Don't let this technology beat you. Don't let this see. And people say, and you know the crazy thing I want to talk about. Everybody's saying, "Oh, AI and AI is going to take over the world," but nobody's trying to stand up and use it to be able to defend themselves against it. I rather use something so I can have a shield towards it versus to not use it and being stabbed and gutted with a sword. That don't make any sense to me. Everybody's saying, "Oh, AI is bad. It's this, it's that." It's not going anywhere. AI is not going anywhere, man. And they're doing anything and everything in their might to advance it even more. I just said that they're putting trillions of dollars into AI over the next 4 or 5 years. There's trillions of dollars that's going to be flowing into it. This is really valuable for a lot of people out here. This word that I'm giving, this message that I'm giving. Either way, my time is winding down. And I hope everybody just take care of themselves. Make sure that you're constantly learning. Make sure you're constantly growing. Making sure that you evolving as a person. Try to learn something new every single day. Try to learn a skill that's going to protect you in your future. Because other than that, like, it's not going to end up pretty good for you in the next 10, 20 years. So at that, I'm going to go ahead and end this live stream on both devices. And I'll see you guys on the next one.